see her no more.
Okay. All right, we got it all set now. Will I tell you how beautiful y'all looks out there? Right on. Needs translation, come see me later. The night before Christmas, Newfoundland. 'Twas the night before Christmas down here in Newfoundland. And there was ice and big snow drifts and plenty on it. With the kids all sleeping upstairs in the loft. And mother in the kitchen cooking hot big scoff. You're laughing at that, you don't know what that is, do you? That's a great big dinner. Scoff, boy, you putting on the scoff. All right, that's the last bit of translation you're gonna get. Come see me later for translation. Then I was cutting some splits for the stove. You don't even know what that is, do you? Splits, do you say that up here on the mainland? Splits? That's your kindling. That's kindling. All right. Then I was cutting some splits for the stove and mother was baking some bread. Just 4 loaves. With peas, pudding and cabbage, some spuds and corned beef. Just thinking about it, sure be what would be a fine feast. Then down by the wharf, there rose big clatter at top that George Murphy fell off the flake ladder. Oh yeah, you don't know what a flake is, do you? It's not that person you're married to. Oh boy. No, it's not that person you're sitting next to. Stop looking at him now. No, the flake, sure, that's part of the wharf. They used to lay the fish out on the flake, right? To draw it. Yes. Come see me later for the translation. Down by the wharf, there rose a big clatter. I talked to George Murphy fell off the flake ladder. I hadn't emptied that, by the way. Oh yeah, I gotta get back to the book. I runs to the door like a clap of a bell. Caught me toe in the rug and be jumping to Phil. As I got in the garden and out on the bay, boy, the cat got me tongue, I had nothing to say. I thought to myself, Screech is all right, but a little too much. I'll muck up your sight. And you'll be in serious trouble with Pastor Gary, so don't be doing none of that either. That's only in the book. All right. As me eyes came accustomed to the wind and the snow, is this what 'tis like when your mind starts to go? I thought for a minute that me noggin come loose, but there was a punt pulled by 8 hardy moose. You don't know what a punt is, do you? A punt is a boat, boy. Small boat. Not the big ferry that goes over PEI now. Small boat. It was fishing in it. It's a little bit round at the bottom. You got to be very, very brave with one of them. Of course, everybody in Newfoundland is born with one of them, sure. And a fat little skipper with a whore in his hand. Now that's the whore that you rolls the boat with. Get your mind out of there now. You're gonna get yourself in trouble, Pastor Gary, in a minute. He was sculling the punt from the heist to the land. Do you know what sculling is? He was rowing the boat. Come see me later for a translation. Then up through the garden, the punchy fair came, and I heard the red skipper call each boost by name. Now move along, Brian and John and Bill. Get up there, Mulrooney, to the top of the hill. And then he hollered to the ones in the front. Now Jerry and Neil, keep pulling this punt. A lot of them's Newfoundland politicians. Never mind, come see me later for the translation. To the top of the shed and then onto the roofs. You could tell they was up there by the sound of the hoofs. Then over the loft there rose such a clatter and I thought what might happen if them moose was much fatter. I was feared for a second the shingles might peel from the scraping and scratching of the punt's big keel. Then down through the chimney, old skipper he came, and of course it was Santa, use his right name. Then out in the front room, a black cloud rose, the soot looked like spewed whale when it blows. He stood there for a minute, saw us up the place, with black soot and ashes all over his face. I talked to myself, as I gawked at the man, what fine sealskin mittens he had on his hands. And glossy new gumboots to cover his feet. I couldn't imagine how he kept them so neat. He had a sou'wester. Now then, I got to stop because you don't know what a sou'wester is, do you? You all got to learn English up here, but I'm going to have to talk to my cousin. Get her to teach you some English. Sou'wester is like them yellow oilskins that you wear when you're going out and you punt and in the gale of wind. Catch a few fish for supper. That's a sou'wester. He had a sou'wester whose color was red. And this he had perched on the back of his head. Just a hat for a head. With them fine red oilskins like I never saw before, that fitted too tight and reached down to the floor. His face was worn and weathered and wrinkled, but his sparkling blue eyes still held their twinkle. And now when I looked, I saw not but his back, as he wrestled and juggled the gifts in his sack. Then to the mantle, as he lifted the socks, apples and oranges and small toys in a box. He topped off each one for the girls and the boys with a small bag of bullseyes and small wooden toys. He looked so happy and jolly and fine as he took a big gulp of dogberry wine. Don't be doing that now, you'll get yourself in trouble, Pastor Garrett. He tasted the fruitcake and then figgy duff. Then he spoke to himself. Sure, 'tis fine stuff. He tied up the sack with a big granny knot, then rested his hands on the top of his pot. That's his belly, in case you was wondering about that. Now to the chimney he went with a dash, as his eyes crossed the room with a flicker and a flash. Now I must say that he cut a fine figure, as he slipped up the chimney like a great squid jigger. You don't know what that is, do you? That's the thing that you uses to catch squid with. It's like a lure, only it's a bigger thing. Come see me later, I'll tell you all about it. He walked across the roof back to the front, and I feared he might slip as he got in the pump. The house gave a shake from the roof to the floor, as Sandy took charge of the big skull and horn. Then down through the garden and on to the bay, midst the clamour of hoofs, I heard him say, "'Tis another year gone, God bless you and yours, may grant you fair winds, as you bend at the oars."